What's up, guys? Evan Aldo here, and in this live stream, we're going to do some Bitcoin Ethereum analysis. It's been still been interesting, in terms of looking at the charts, in terms of looking at the general direction of things. I mean, we had a very, very, very strong indicator we were going down. The only problem, it was at like 5 a.m. This morning. I slept through that at 4 or 5 a.m. Great little trigger wave on the 30 minute coming down, while the 8 hour VWAP was coming down. I think 4 hour VWAP was coming down too, I believe. Just such a great, beautiful short entry. And I mean, market cipher, like, you do have these like unexpected events, like with China or whatever, and but with market cipher, you can kind of predict like a lot of them. I think it still would have went down, a decent amount. Probably not down to 41K or whatever it hit this morning, but I think it still would have went down a decent amount. If you didn't have that unexpected event right there. So that was that. Chat, what's up, guys? Paradox, Full Send, Val, what's up, guys? What's up, Shaq? All right, guys, I'm going to get started in just a second. Let's see if we can get a few more people in. Guys, smash the like button. Let's see if we can get up to 50. Let's give it a few minutes before we get started. Does anyone have a question? I'll answer some questions before we get started with the TA. So we have 48 people in. Doge, I didn't try them yet. I gotta try them though. I gotta do that. I should do that right now, actually. Is it from the Doge? Is it from the same like place where you do them back in what is it, 2018 or something? The same area where you do them on Bitcoin. Wait, I don't know. CryptoFace is working on that. We'll see when it comes out. I'm drinking some black iced coffee. Am I still in my shorts? Yeah, I'm in one short from yesterday. I took a lot of profits at 42.5. I took another scalp short off of 42.5 back when we retested it. Got stopped out in profit from that. Looking to possibly go long right now, although I don't know if it's the best idea. I want to look at the charts a little bit more. Paradox. Oh, what's up, Leroy? No question here, but thanks for your videos. I'm now refocused on trading. Got wrecked when I was new. Got liquidated at 20x leverage back in trading with lower leverage. Nice. Yeah, 20x leverage is ridiculous. Any hope? Yeah, there's definitely some hope. We're gonna get started in just a minute. Thanks, Ash. Some time for me. JR, I have a. I mainly use two. I mainly use FEMIX and BITGET at the same time. So yeah. Rank time frames important wise for market cipher. Like if one time frame shows one thing and other shows another, which ones are usually better to go with? Full sense. You want to see the time frames through the lens of the higher time frames. Like, you kind of want to have a strategy with two main time frames. Like, if you look at enough time frames, you're eventually going to get analysis paralysis. So you don't want to look at all of them, but you want to see curvature, money flow. It's hard to it's a hard time to like answer that question. I mean, it depends what you're looking for. If it's scalp trades, it's going to be lower time frames. If it's more day trades, swing trades, it's going to be higher time frames. You really want to see. I mean, my main time frames that I look at for my day trades are the 4 hour and the 15 minute and the 20 minute and the 12 minute and sometimes the 10 minute. My main time frames for more swing trades or longer day trades are the 8 hour and the 30 minute and the 45 minute and the 1 hour. Or for even longer trades, it's going to be the daily, and then the 1 hour would be the lowest in those two smaller hour time frames. But yeah, I'll look at DAW. I'll look at a bunch of these. I'm going to get started in just a second here. What's the difference between spot and derivatives? I just transferred money over to BITGET from Binance. I went in on the derivatives account. I'm used to being okay. So the spot account, Taylor, is just trading without leverage. There's no leverage. It's the same as buying it on any exchange like Coinbase or whatever. But a derivative is where you could use leverage. The minimum I think is, can you go below 1x leverage? I don't even know, but I think the minimum is 1x leverage. Oh, okay. Thanks so much, Kelly. Is that anything to worry about? Did I transfer wrong? Taylor, you gotta. I mean, it depends what you're trying to do. Are you trying to just do spot trading, or are you trying to do derivatives trading? You could trade it between accounts. You could go from spot to derivatives. I mean, I normally just stuff on spot. I would just buy it on Binance or buy it on Coinbase somewhere where the U.S. or whatever country you're in allows it probably. But it depends. It depends, JR. It depends. I mean, I've been trading more lately, but scalp trading has been more beneficial in this type of environment, so that's why I've been doing a few more of those. I'm gonna get started with the analysis. All right, so we got Bitcoin right now, and wow, we are coming up to 42. So yeah, that's mainly like the reason why we're coming up right now is the this 2 hour looks good. This green dot's bringing us up a little bit. It'll probably get confirmed hour and 20 minutes. See if we could break through this, line of resistance right here. It's an important line of resistance we've been toying with. For the longest time, it's looked like we won't be able to break through, but now it's looking a little bit better. I like the daily. The daily doesn't give me too much cause for concern. I mean, we're still in the green. We're not curving over to the red like we were back here when we crashed down 50%, so it's still looking better in that. And VWAP coming up, essentially, bring us up for another 2 weeks or so. Some bullish sideways action for another 2 weeks, if you draw it that way. It's going to 12 hour. 12 hour, we still are printing a red diamond. It's probably, who knows if it's going to confirm 3 hours, 20 minutes. If you go coming down, you have money coming down. This does look bad by a lot of people's metrics. However, let's see if we could draw any divergence. I mean, from here to here, you're coming down. And you're coming down like that with money flow and momentum waves. However, it seems like there's no divergence anymore. Like it seems like you could make the argument it's played out. Sure, we could go a lot lower, definitely. I mean, if you map it from here, what happened with the last crossover, and then, that would give us like, what percentage wise, 35%, where would that bring us to? Where we crossed over, it would be 35% from here probably. 30K. I don't know. Maybe we'll come down to 30K. Maybe not. I just don't see the divergence there to really give me that type of like confidence just yet. Here as well. I mean, your momentum waves are coming down and money flow is coming down. No actual divergence. Flow is all right. So VWAP is coming up on the 6 hour. You got this little trigger wave bringing you down to here. It seems like we're fighting to keep this line right now. We're fighting. We're coming up here. I was looking to go long. Might have missed my good entry to go long. Oh well. 4 hour. VWAP coming up. We're about to hit, -5 there. Coming up on the 4 hour. Maybe we'll print like a little. You can make the argument, print a little trigger wave. Would that give us a? Divergence? Let's see. Here to here. Wouldn't give us a divergence. Why did my tool not work? Wouldn't really give us a divergence, but I mean, it still means something. You got the VWAP coming up there. So more inconclusive. However, you have the 2 hour. That looks pretty good. See, like this, I think you could almost make a divergence here. Almost like from here to here you can. Like this back divergence from here to here. Yeah, it's definitely a divergence. Bullish divergence there to there. Definite divergence. So, that divergence, maybe that would bring us back up to 45. Maybe. I mean, we're fighting with 43 right now, so let's see. And then this doesn't look half bad. I mean, if you measure it out, where we could end up from this 1 hour from here, it'd probably bring us, we could stretch this out. It'd probably bring us around there. However, oh yeah, I was measuring too. The middle area was generally here, so this could bring us out, a few more to this tomorrow 4 a.m. We could be bullish until then, come up. Probably wouldn't come up that high, but you'd probably come up 44. Maybe you could come up to 44 from that. Generally, I mean, 30-minute, a lot of times what happens is like on these lower time frames, you're toying with it, you're trying to come down, and then maybe with the green here, you finally come down, and then you really come down. However, I don't know if that'll happen because money flow is coming up. Nice little trigger wave there in the 15-minute. That would not have been a bad place to go in. I'm trying to think if you went in right there. Let's try a little. I didn't go in there, but let's draw a little line like that. And then what was the 4 hour looking at that point? Yeah, I mean, VWAP was coming up. You just look on the 15 for a little trigger wave. Bam, it came up. I mean, conservatively, you would have taken your first profits right there. You would have got in at 2. Yeah, I mean, you would have made something there, a nice percentage, then just let it ride and then see if it goes farther. I mean, if you're looking for a trade right now, I mean, what I like is we could look at, excuse me, 8 hour, that doesn't look good, but we could look at, what was it? Oh yeah, the daily. Yeah, daily. So daily, and we could look at, you know, what's probably the 1/24th or 1/12th is the 2 hour. We could look at the 2 hour green dot. If we're gonna have something to bring us up, it's gonna be this. Maybe wait till it confirms, or maybe let's look at the 20-minute money flow crossover. I mean, maybe money flow crossover there. That's what you'd want to look for. 24-minute. Oh, we already had it there. Interesting. Okay. I would look for, yeah, definitely see if we could get this line act as resistance or support. Excuse me. Let's look at Ethereum. It's basically the same thing as always. So Ethereum, I mean, we're coming back up to this spider line here. Same deal there. Daily, same deal. 12 hour, same basic deal. I mean, that manipulation X kind of indicative of like unexpected news with China. Down like that, but no divergence really. 6 hour, VWAP coming up. So 6 hour, we could look at the VWAP coming up there. And looking for an entry point, we could look at maybe the 30-minute and wait till get a money flow crossover maybe. I wouldn't want to really, I would want to see if we could get this 3,000 to act as support rather than resistance. Let's look at some of these smaller time frames. I like what I'm seeing there, 15-minute. If we look at the 4 hour, are we curving up? Yes, we are curving up. Maybe we'll print something there. I mean, can we draw any divergences here? Not really. Hard to do. Probably the same with the 2 hour. It's always very similar to Bitcoin. Yeah, I mean, as you could almost, I think, almost draw a divergence there. If we can't, we could get very close to one. I'll tell you that much. Let's see, like this, and then, yeah, so we're still in divergence. I mean, if you're long right now, you'd want to take some profits at the spider line. I mean, we could draw out a fib level as well. I probably forgot to draw a fib level on Bitcoin, but that's okay. We'll draw it on Ethereum. So we draw this fib level. And it coincides perfectly with that spider line, you know, nice psychological area right below 3,000. I think in all likelihood we'll probably come up that high. That's a little bit higher. That's basically Ethereum, same as Bitcoin. I'll look at the altcoins you guys wanted me to take a look at. Elron, yeah, I'll take a look at Elron. You guys love the altcoins. Yeah, I haven't looked at, I'll do a few of the altcoins. Let's see. All the research got a Crypto Jeb show. Let's look at share some ideas. Sure, yeah. Shoot me a DM, Kelly. Shoot me a DM. Oh right, remember, or shoot me an email. Go to my email. I look at my email. Hit me up somewhere. Yeah, guys, like that's another thing too. Always keep, good point, Taylor. I mean, always keep up on like, see what's going to happen in your district, see what's banned. And I mean, there's a lot of exchanges. There's always ways you could, you know, loopholes and things. But I mean with Coinbase in the US, like they're not even letting people earn interest. Like with the SEC, like this is getting, like you guys got to be careful. This is, and what CryptoFace and Flop and Groper have been talking about. We're due for some type of black swan event with regulation or something. So be careful. I mean, I'm always looking for shorts and longs. So usually when these unexpected events happen, I'm going to be big in one position. So it's all right. So yeah. Yeah, Ash. I mean, 1x. It's good leverage, good safe leverage. Maybe we'll have a breakout. So the weekly Evangelos. I'll take a look at the weekly on. I'll look at ETH for the weekly. Yeah, I didn't look at the weekly lately. You know, it doesn't concern me too much because I mean, when you're up in this type of situation and you're already in the green so much and you come down. I mean, look at here. It didn't really. This could have played out. I mean, we already corrected. Yeah, we corrected 33%. I mean, it could have played out. Sure, it could go a lot lower, of course. It could have been like this, so we could go way lower. I mean, anything could happen. But, I mean, it doesn't bother me like a crazy, crazy amount. I'm more leaning bullish. I mean, my other lengthening cycle theory, and if you guys have been watching my videos, you kind of know I've been talking about that. And that's the theory that if you look at the monthly for this, on Bitcoin, we'd have to look at it. But the VWAP is coming up there. And if we look at the monthly, I'll show you on Bitcoin. It's easier to show you there. The monthly, And I found out about this from Flop and Groper in their Discord, and it comes up. You know, the VWAP comes up. I feel like this has to give us something. Like if something's going to bring us to 100K, it's got to be this. Where would that bring us out to? I mean, probably that would. I mean, you could map it out for January. Maybe we come up to January, or maybe it brings us out, you know, all the way. If you draw this, you know, you just eye this. How far could this go? February, maybe even later. Maybe even later would bring us. So it's a lengthening cycle theory. And if you look at 2013, so 2013, this is really looking like 2013. I don't have the chart in front of me for 2013, but it came up a lot, big correction, and it came down. We had a correction there. You can't even see the correction on the monthly. And then you just gradually came up. So it would kind of be a repeat of this, just a gradual repeat of this all the way up to, I think it's either going to be December or it's going to be sometime later in 2022. That's what I think for our lengthening cycle theory. The other thing I'm thinking is kind of like, a lot of people think the stock market's going to go down. I've been talking about that too, the S&P 500. I do think it's kind of going to go down, but I don't know. I feel like a lot of people are taking profits, but this could go out until 2022 before we have a correction. You know, we got to find a place where people are off guard. We got to see. It's always when people are off guard when things always fall and go down. So, yeah. Thanks. Do you think that one's following indicators mainly market? What does that? Market cipher is better than a classic TA, especially for Bitcoin or for crypto. Classic TA, you're trading breakouts. I mean, everyone and their brother knows the breakouts. Those breakouts are all over Twitter. They're all over everywhere. To actually interpret market cipher, that's something that actually takes like some skill and some stuff to learn. But yeah, I agree with you. Who money? Yeah, SEC is so backwards. I want to do some more TA right now, so I'm gonna go to the TA for what people have been saying in the beginning, what people wanted me to look at. Okay. Yeah, I want to look at. I'll look at Algo and then Miami coin. I'm gonna do a lot of these coins and then I'll answer some. I don't want to keep you guys too much. Oh, what did I do here? No, that's my wrong. That's not the right. What? Can I just backspace? Okay, good. People have been talking about Algo. Let's take a look at Algo. Start with the daily. So yeah, my fib level from before. Looks like everything else not bad there. Looks like down there. Yeah, okay. So that's not the best thing. 6 hour. Interesting. So it looks like this is acting as resistance right now, 8.3. It doesn't look too good. I mean, can you draw any divergences though? Not really. Price is following that. I wouldn't be able to draw any divergences. Maybe we'd come down, get a little trigger wave here, and then come up. Okay, curvature there. You'd come up and then print maybe a green dot. I want to see this line. I want to see this 382 fib level act as support rather than resistance that's acting like right now. What correction did we get with everything else? 17%. Okay. That looks not bad. Not bad. 2 hour. What was the 4 hour again? That's not bad. Okay. Not terrible. It looks like everything else. I mean, it's hitting this fib level just like Bitcoin's flirting with the 42.5 level. We'll see if we could have it act as support. That's good curvature. Nice little trigger wave there. Bam. I mean, well, it didn't really play out yet, but I mean, probably not the worst place to go long. Just be careful. Say you want to see this level act as support rather than resistance. I'll look at Miami coin. I don't know anything about Miami coin. It's on OK coin. It's so new. It's hard to, yeah, you can't derive anything from that. 8 hour, not bad. 4 hour coming up, and then okay, VWAP coming up there. Money's coming down. Okay, not really divergence. When did this like? Okay, August, September. Okay, so yeah, kind of like everything else, and then it's interesting. Even okay, 2 hour. Let's look at the 4 hour again. VWAP. Okay. 1 hour. I mean, you have price coming down and momentum going down. However, you're almost forming a, that's not really divergence, but you're almost forming some type of something here. This is choppy. I mean, oh, you could almost make a bullish divergence. I mean, it's more like there to there, I guess, and then here to here, not really. Thought it could have been. It looks like everything else, probably a little worse. I'd like to see more curvature. I'd like to see a little bit more curvature. Okay, so those were those two. And let's see, what else did people want me to look at? That was all go, okay. ORN, I haven't looked at that in a while. I've heard of it. Sometimes you guys have good ideas like on coins that are gonna blast off, and I didn't even like look at them. So it's kind of helpful for me to do these streams a lot. But let's see here. Let's draw a fib level on this. Where did that peak out? Okay, September 18th. Okay. Daily, like everything else, 12-hour. Okay, not really divergence. 8-hour coming down. Not really. Maybe we'll print a green dot pretty soon on this. You do have room to come down. I mean, you do have support kind of there. You're hitting some area here. Yeah, you're hitting support there. 4 hours. So yeah, money coming down. However, it's not, you're not forming. Maybe a little, wait for a little trigger. Yeah, because if this VWAP comes up, you're going to print a green dot around there. That'd be tonight would be a good time. Could be hitting the bottom pretty soon. How's that hourly looking? Okay, that's not bad. Ooh, I like that. Not really divergence though. Not really a bullish or bearish divergence because you're coming up at price. Yeah, it's looking kind of like everything else. I mean, you'll probably get up to here. You'll probably get up to like 8 or something. But I mean, after that, we'll have to see. I like this. Good curvature on the 15. Might not be the best time to go along this. It looks like everything else. Not really anything too interesting here. A dot long. Okay, let's see. Let's see a dot long. Polka dot. Okay. Let's start with the daily. Let's draw out a fib level or something from here to here. Yeah, a lot of things they're probably like they're flirting with. Oh, nice little. Usually these mean something on daily. Okay, so got to there and then. Oh, interesting. This one might be worse than some other things because, okay, so from here to here, you can make the argument that that divergence is played out though. You have money coming back in. Okay, let's get the 8-hour. Okay, so this is where we're printing a red blood diamond. Is this what? I'm trying to even. So, yeah, it's not. Yeah, you have, okay, you have money coming out, but it's not, it doesn't look terrible because you're not, it's no divergence. Like, I'm not going to draw it out because it takes a while, but there's no, you're not forming divergences with this. So, if you have coming up, money flow coming out, kind of indicative of sideways, consolidation a little bit. Bounced nicely off of that fib level, very nicely. 1 hour, not bad. Okay, so it's basically like a lot of other things. I think this might be, can we draw any divergence? I'm trying to think, can we draw any type of, no, I can't even, oh wait, yeah, we can. We could draw divergence here. So I don't see the curvature that I'm seeing on the 15-minute for a lot of other ones, so this makes me a little bit more hesitant on Polkadot. This is very choppy lately, so yeah, not really divergence. So yeah, I'd say like there's probably other things that are better to look at right now. Let's see. When do you think we will correct to 36K? In 5 minutes. No, I don't know. I don't know. Leroy, it does. I just don't see the divergences right now for us to correct down a real lot, but we definitely can. Anything could happen, but 36K. I mean, is that? I think there's a major fib level there, so it's definitely in the cards. But a lot of people are fearful of that. A lot of people think it will happen, so I think it might not. Guys, smash the like button. Let's get up to at least 100 likes here. Yeah, I'm going to look at ADA. So ADA does have an event tomorrow. ADA has been boring. You know, it's been lower. So let's see. I think it's been actually looking pretty good. It's like everything else here. A little bit different, but I mean, it's a little weird right there. With the VWAP coming down on the 12-hour, it doesn't look like the best thing. It's not even following fib levels, really. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. 8-hour. Decent curvature. It's curving up. Okay. Not terrible. Money flow coming out. There's no real divergences. Maybe we'll print something eventually, a trigger wave there, and then come up. Maybe. 4-hour. Been in the red for a while here. We're due to come into the green. That'd be nice. I mean, you got interesting. If we draw it a little something like that. Like let's see if we could draw. I mean, take the average of this or something, but almost a bullish divergence. Almost. Some may make the argument it is. Decent curve. Ooh, nice little trigger wave there. I like that. I do like that a decent amount. We'll probably come up to 236 pretty soon. Maybe up to 236. Hourly in the green, so you would continue. ADA looks not bad right now. It does not look too bad right now. 15 minutes choppy. How about the 20 minute? It's just so choppy. Some of these 10 minute maybe. I like that. That doesn't look too bad. Sometimes you got to look at these lower. Yeah, a little trigger wave that worked there. I'll probably come up to this fib level, 237 something in the short term. I'd say it was a good shot. Okay. Yeah, let's look at Phantom. Phantom people have been talking about. Phantom. It's Phantom right here. Let's go on the daily. Okay, it's been a while since I've looked at this one. Daily's looking like everything else. I mean, try our fib. 12-hour. Still in the green. A lot of things are in the red, so that means something. It's looking like a lot of other things, though. 8-hour. Oof. Blood diamond. I think Bitcoin had that as well, and it was confirmed. So same thing there. I mean, yeah, you have money coming out. I mean, everything's coming out. However, price is following it, so there's like no divergence. Maybe we'll get we could get a green dot here that would bring us up. Maybe. Here to there. I don't like how that looks too much. Ooh, 4-hour. You can't really draw a divergence from it, but it still is a little wave. I mean, if we do have a money flow crossover there, it does look pretty good. 2-hour, that's so choppy. You can't really deduce much from that. 1 hour. Half-hour. Yeah, like everything else. It looks like this line. It looks like this fib level is acting as support. Maybe we'll come up to 130. I think still there's more people shorting the market. They're probably a lot of them may get blown out. I mean, we'll see what happens. I want to look at Engine Coin. I haven't looked at that in a while. Engine Coin. Yeah, that's right. Okay. About to print a red dot probably on the 12-hour, like a lot of other things. However, it's like everything else. I mean, it's just not. We're not seeing divergences. Yeah, the 8-hour. These things really follow one another. They really do. Let's see. Our 4-hour across the 20. That might be a good place to go long on Bitcoin. Let's see here. Yeah, that was that same notification. Okay. I'm gonna print a little. You can make the argument that's trigger wave. From there to there, you'd probably have a divergence. Not looking too bad. Yeah, a lot of stuff's just looking the same right now. We're printing that green dot in the 2 hour for a lot of things. Let me put my phone on silent. Okay. 30-minute, yeah. Maybe, yeah, I like this. I like what I'm seeing here. Good curvature, money flow coming up. 24. Probably a lot of these things will come up to the next fib level, I would guess, in the short term. That's what I'm thinking. Elrond, yeah, I'll take a look at Elrond. Quick look at Elrond. Okay. So Elrond is more like a lot of, it's coming, flirting back with its all-time high there. Probably would get to that next level, yeah. It's interesting. This one may look a little bit worse because you're not pointing up with the VWAP. It's pointing down. 12 hour. It's coming down. But are we... You could make the argument it played out. Maybe we'll get a... This looks probably a little worse than a lot of other things right now. Let's see here. VWAP is coming up. Yeah, it's not a no bearish divergences. May get a little green dot there. That would bring us up to the this 245 or something, that fib level. 250 psychological area. I like this money flow and green dot. It'd probably come up to 246 or something in the short term. Yeah. Nice little trigger wave. That's where you would have wanted to get in. What time was that at? Yeah, it's about 3 hours ago. Would have been a great position right there. All right, that's how we're on. Let's see. Kevin, make sure you're on Heiken Nishi's versus regular candles. Sometimes it's a little bit different. Let's see. Litecoin. I could take a look at Litecoin. I want to look at there's a lot of chat that I haven't. I looked at. Yeah, people have been talking about XRP. I do want to look at XRP. I'll look at XRP. Let's see here. The daily, I mean, people have been I don't even know what the consensus on this. The last thing I was hearing people screaming that this was going to $15, and then it just went from 140 to like $1. Daily, like everything else, it looks a little worse than some other things, but I mean, you know, sometimes we just do the VWAP, it's trying to come up, then it comes back down, and then it finally comes up. That's probably what will happen here. Okay, that's like everything else. Like everything else. Maybe print a green dot pretty soon there. I mean, no divergences. Maybe you can make the argument you got a bullish divergence, maybe a tiny bit. You'd probably come up to yeah, I would just you'd probably come up close to $1 here, I would think. Maybe get in on the money flow crossover there. It's kind of choppy. Yeah, 30-minute. I mean, these smaller time frames, I like that. You probably would have wanted to get, yeah, money flow crossover on 15-minute. 4-hour VWAP coming up, yeah. All right, that's XRP. Let's see. Cody. Yeah, people have been talking about Cody. I want to look at Cody. Let's see here. So, got the daily for Cody. And this is up a lot. I mean, what is this? Let me draw the fib level first, but I want to see how far we have come up here. We're at an all-time high, and a lot of things are not at an all-time high, so that kind of means something. How much do we Okay, so it's up 50%. I don't know why it's been up, but okay. This you could probably draw. No, can you draw? Yeah, you could draw divergence. Yeah, there you got momentum coming down. That's a bearish divergence. This probably would automatically be worse than a lot of other things just because it's come up so much. You can make the argument that's a bull pennant forming though. I mean, here, this is the only one you could really draw like actual bearish divergences. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Nice bearish divergence. I mean, that means something. We'll see when. I mean, when it'll play out, but I mean, it seems like it's starting to play out now. You come down lower. Could be a bull pennant. If everything else does well, it'll probably continue to do well. It's kind of like a lot of other things in these smaller time frames. I mean, it's been up, what, 50% since what date? I mean, in the last 3 days, it's up 50. Oh, it's up 100% last week. Yeah, guys, I mean, they could be a bull pennant and you come up even more, maybe up to $1. I mean, if you hold support here, but I mean, it looks a little worse in these smaller time frames because, I mean, wait till you get a money flow crossover here. Maybe you get a money flow crossover there, and then you get this active support, you'll come up more. I mean, these ones could get crazy. These are the hardest to predict. Solana, yeah, I want to look at Solana. Yeah, I watch Ben a little bit too. Yeah, it says July. It's you know, it depends. No one knows the exact math on it. But yeah, I think July would be a good guess, or anytime in the summer, anytime between April to July. That's what I'm thinking now. I think it's either going to be December or it's like mid 2022. That's my hunch. I mean, we could just like everything else, just keep gradually going up, like the S&P 500 or whatever until then, and probably bring us up to 100K or whatever. It makes sense. Solana, yeah, let's look at Solana. That's always topical. Okay. So Solana is an interesting beast. Yeah, bouncing off of that fib level. Looks better than the last few. I was looking at the daily, although you do have the VWAP starting to cross down. Usually it's been below. That's what's interesting on this. So we've been below the daily for a while. We're due to come up on the daily, so that's a good sign. This, you know, you can make the argument this divergence is played out. I mean, we corrected how much here? Corrected down 40%. That is a beast. I thought it would correct even more. Okay, like everything else. Yeah, it's performed similar to everything else after its crazy pump before. Get a little trigger wave there. Might be nice. Might be nice. Is the VWAP coming up? Yeah, I think it is. Yeah. 2 hour. We gotta, yeah, just make this fib be support rather than resistance. So yeah, coming up there, the 2 hour, not bad in my opinion. 1 hour, not bad. It's looking like a lot of other things. Money flow crossover might be a good place. I mean, this one has a bigger distance than a lot of the other ones. If we do hold this as support to the next fib level, I mean, 20%, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, that's where you would want it. This might be a good place to get in for this. Might be a good place. Just might be. What's Bitcoin at? I'm curious. Are we still high with Bitcoin? Oh, wow. Yeah, we're still going up. Yeah, I missed out on that great entry point because I was streaming. Oh, well. On Twitter, so I could oh, people can't DM me on Twitter. I gotta fix that. I'll fix that, Kelly. Just email me or whatever. Hit the like. Yeah, guys, hit the like. Litecoin I may look at. I mean, I hate Litecoin. Buy high, sell low. Yeah, that's what you do with Litecoin. Let's see. Very shorts, buy more money, make the profit. I didn't see your question, Ahmad, from before. I didn't see any question from before. Let's see, Harmony. strong. Okay, I'll look at one more. I gotta get going in a second, but maybe. I mean, I looked at Engine. It didn't look too much different than anything else. VeChain. I haven't looked at VeChain in a while. What do I want? Atom or VeChain? I'll do one last one. What do you guys want? Atom or VeChain? Buy your shorts back with more money and make the profit and be on a long, or should you sell, buy the short? I don't understand that question, Frank, at all. What are you talking about? I don't. Okay, I'll look at VeChain. Actually, Atom. Let's look at. At this point, it's just like, you know, there's just so many of these coins. Like, it's like, how many are you gonna look at, really? Yeah, I already concluded on this. It looks like everything else. Yeah, everything's like either like everything's either like finding it's better, holding up better, and some other things. Interesting. That don't look too good. Well, I mean, it's this you could probably actually draw. Yeah, you could actually draw divergences, because this you could draw divergence on. This is one of the ones where you could actually draw divergence on. So for that reason, I'd probably stay away. I mean, yeah, momentum's coming down as money flow's coming up. We're still in the green, though. I mean, not the worst thing. Printing a green dot, it'll probably follow the market. Maybe we'll flirt with all-time highs. Where's our all-time high? 44. 4 hour, fear of coming up. What's the 15-minute? It's looking like everything else. I think there's a good shot we'll come up to this, the all-time highs, or this area, just general area. Ethereum Classic, VeChain, Omni. All right, I'll look at VeChain, because people have been saying VeChain a lot, and then I'm gonna get off. So VeChain's the last one. If you guys smash the like button up to like 150, I'll look at one more after. So VeChain, let's see here. Or actually, well, from that fib level doesn't tell us anything. Let's go from this fib level. VeChain's a decent project, I believe. Manipulation axis looks like a lot of stuff. Everything, these things really do follow one another a lot of times. Down there. See if we could keep this line as support. It's looking like a lot of other stuff. Deeper in the red than a lot of other things. I don't know if I like that too much. At 9 cents. You want something like that. Looking like a lot of other stuff. I think there's a good shot this will act as support, maybe. And then you come up to, I don't know if, it's only a cent. You probably come up to this general area. You probably get some resistance at 10 cents, I would say. I mean, when would this happen? You can map it out, you know, approximately December 25th, you know, tomorrow morning. That's usually, yeah, tomorrow morning. Probably a good place to take some profits. Always appreciate it, because it was, you would be in the markets every, yeah, I'm probably going to be. I'm gonna, guys, I'm working on doing a one-on-one coaching with you guys. I'm gonna set something up through Patreon as well. I'm still working on that. I will post about it. I'll let you know when that does happen. Thanks so much for the donation. What up, Fresh? Thank you so much, man. Really appreciate that. Let's see. We got 137 likes. Okay, we didn't get 150, but I'll do one last thing. Not even 150. Well, there's people coming in, coming out. Let's see. Yeah, people have been talking about Omni. If there's anything that's going to pump up a lot, maybe it's some coin I've never heard of. So this is about less than a cent. Interesting. This is a newer one. Okay. Yeah, these are hard to predict. I mean, When was that from? Very sideways, weird. Well, last time we were up this high, bam, we went down. You know, another bearish case would probably bring us down another 33%. Where would that bring us to? Yeah, you'd probably hit some, you know, three. I hate the ones that are even less than a cent. 0.003. 2 hour. That's almost a divergence. I think you could draw a divergence on this. Bearish divergence. Maybe. Nah, almost though. It's kind of a diamond pattern. That's a weird. This is choppy. I don't like how this looks. Yeah, I don't know. It's obviously these are harder to predict, but I don't. It's choppy. I don't like how this looks really. How's the 4 hour? Yeah, it's just weird. Ethereum Classic. Ethereum Classic. Yeah, see you guys. Ethereum Classic. I actually want to look at that, so that'll be the last one. Then I can take off, and Bitcoin will probably be at 45K, and I'll completely have lost my long opportunity. That's okay though. Not even gonna bother with a fib low. What was the all-time high in this nonsense? Okay. People coming up there. It's looking like everything else. I think we need to like bust through 50. We need to bust through $50 to really see if we go up higher, and the next point would be even higher than that. It'll probably perform similar to a lot of other things. Yeah, it's Ethereum Classic. I'm not going to draw a fib level. I'm going to head out, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for the donation. What up, Fresh? I will let you know when I do start to do some one-on-one consultations. I'm working on a resource for you guys, and I'm almost done with that as well. So there's a lot of things coming. Have a good one, guys. I'm going to take off. All right, bye.